Hello, everyone! Today, I want to compare the success stories of two entertainment giants who represent Korea and America. They are Korea's national MC Yoo Jae-suk and America's YouTube emperor MrBeast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson. These two reached the top of their fields in different eras and through different media, but their journeys have surprisingly many things in common. Today, let's take a close look at their success journeys and explore how they managed to rise to the top despite numerous failures and setbacks. First, for those of you in America, the name Yoo Jae-suk might be unfamiliar. Yoo Jae-suk is Korea's most beloved entertainer who has maintained his position as the top figure in the entertainment industry for a long time without getting caught up in any scandals. He's what Koreans call the people's MC, someone virtually every Korean knows. You might be wondering about the term MC since it's not commonly used in English-speaking countries. It's a form of Konglish, an abbreviation for Master of Ceremonies. It refers to show hosts. The title People's MC is mainly given to figures like Yoo Jae-suk, Kang Ho-dong, and Shin Dong-yup, meaning they're TV show hosts who represent Korea. In this video, I'm going to talk about the success story of Yoo Jae-suk, a pivotal figure in the Korean TV broadcasting world, and MrBeast, who's rewriting the history of YouTube. Both of their stories begin with first steps toward dreams that others couldn't understand. Yoo Jae-suk dreamed of becoming a comedian after watching Shim Hyung-rae on the TV show Humor No. 1 as a child. Born into an ordinary family without special talents or background, he started with a simple passion to make people laugh. In 1989, as a high school student, he first appeared on the KBS program Viva Youth, and in 1991, he participated in the first KBS University Comedy Festival, winning an Encouragement Award and officially debuting as the seventh generation of KBS public comedians. However, even after his debut, he didn't receive much public attention for about 10 years. While his fellow comedians from the same class like Kim Guk-jin, Kim Yong-man, and Park Soo-hong quickly found success, Yoo Jae-suk mostly remained in minor roles, going through difficult times. He particularly suffered from broadcast phobia and stage trauma. At one public broadcast, after continuous mistakes, he experienced the humiliation of a PD telling him in front of 500 audience members, "Mr. Yoo Jae-suk, just leave." These experiences drove him into a deep slump. MrBeast followed a similar path. He opened his first YouTube channel at the tender age of 13. Growing up in a small town in North Carolina, he became completely immersed in YouTube, a new medium that nobody around him understood. He said in an interview, "From 13 to 19, I didn't know a single person who cared about YouTube. People would say, 'You're too obsessed with YouTube. Get a life.' I talked so little that people thought something was wrong with me." MrBeast also received little attention for the first 5 years. His early videos only got a few hundred views, and they were just him talking into a microphone while playing Call of Duty. But he didn't give up. He studied YouTube and made videos for 18 hours a day. He spent entire days on Skype calls with friends analyzing YouTube algorithms and trends. He said, "Some days we'd be on Skype calls for 18 hours straight. I don't even remember how I ate." Both of them walked their own paths steadily without understanding from those around them as they pursued their dreams. And both had to wait a very long time for public recognition before achieving success. Yoo Jae-suk for 8 years, MrBeast for 5 years. Every success story has its turning point. For Yoo Jae-suk, that turning point came in 1998 when he met producer Kim Seok-yoon. Just as he was about to quit being a comedian, Kim Seok-yoon put a grasshopper mask on him and led him to variety programs, which changed his life. Yoo Jae-suk himself called him the PD who changed my life. In the Carry On 60 Years segment of Saturday Freedom Declaration, he gained great popularity playing a grasshopper character and naturally interacting with elderly people. On SEO Sewon Show's Talkbox, he became the 20th century talk king with his military service stories. From this point, Yoo Jae-suk began to be recognized not just as a comedian, but as an MC with outstanding hosting abilities. Starting with Star Champion, in 2005, he opened up a completely new paradigm in entertainment with the program Infinite Challenge. With the concept of cheerful challenges by men below average, this program, where cast members took on various missions, completely changed the framework of existing variety shows. Infinite Challenge greatly influenced the Korean entertainment industry with its free format, cast-centered storytelling, and integration with social issues. MrBeast's turning point was his bold investment strategy. He invested all the money he earned from YouTube into his next videos. At first, I made a video giving a $100 tip to a pizza delivery person. Then I made a video giving a homeless person $10,000. Then I gave them a house, then a car. I kept making bigger and more amazing content, he said. He started with small donations and challenges, but gradually increased the scale. He said, "I invest all the money I make into the next video. If I make a $500,000 video and it doesn't get many views, it's okay to lose money. I just want to make better videos." For MrBeast, the most important thing was always the quality of the content. MrBeast makes really diverse and unique videos. For example, there are massive prize challenges like the last person staying in the circle wins $1 million, and extreme survival challenges like living in an island for days. He's also done social charity projects like providing surgery for 1,000 blind people, digging 100 wells for clean water around the world, and building houses for homeless people. He even created real-life Squid Game recreations that became huge sensations. With these radical contents, he completely changed the landscape of the YouTube industry. Yoo Jae-suk and MrBeast continued to grow and evolve even after reaching the top of their respective fields. After Infinite Challenge, Yoo Jae-suk began hosting another hit program called Running Man, starting in 2010. With its dynamic format featuring chases, games, and missions around the city, it gained huge popularity both domestically and internationally. Running Man became a representative Korean wave variety show, loved throughout Asia and forming overseas fandoms. It's also the longest-running real variety program still on air. MrBeast turned charity and challenges into massive content, actively utilizing corporate sponsorships to maximize the scale and impact of donations. He transcended the limitations of a YouTube creator by expanding into TV, like Amazon's Beast Games, and breaking down media boundaries. He also created a new model for the creator economy through brand businesses, Feastables Chocolate, MrBeast Burger, etc. Notably, MrBeast launched the Team Trees campaign in 2019, a project to plant 20 million trees. He collaborated with other YouTubers and successfully raised $20 million to plant trees worldwide. He later championed marine environmental protection through the Team Seas campaign. Yoo Jae-suk succeeded after 8 years of obscurity, but faced various difficulties afterward, including poor program performance, crises due to changing trends, and cancellation of shows he appeared on. However, he never lost his initial mindset, never blamed others for failures, and never stopped trying new formats and challenges. He continuously attempted self-innovation to match the changing entertainment environment. Especially with You Quiz on the Block that started in 2018, Yoo Jae-suk faced criticism that it's tiresome to see him constantly on TV and that he's not making room for junior entertainers. I personally agree with this opinion. While Yoo Jae-suk is truly a pivotal figure in Korean TV programs, and the shows he appeared on in the past were really entertaining, that's all in the past. Korea is now a society where no one watches TV except the elderly, and led by figures like Yoo Jae-suk and Shin Dong-yup, who guarantee ratings, all broadcasting stations run similar formats. One-on-one talk shows requiring minimal budget investment, celebrity vlogs, ordinary people's life stories, or mukbang. These 4 formats dominate. There's really nothing to watch anymore. While MrBeast achieved tremendous success, behind it were several serious controversies. We need to look at the dark side hidden behind his brilliant success. First, his charitable activities have been criticized as poverty porn. This criticism suggests he's monetizing the appearance of poor and struggling people for views and revenue. For example, his vision surgery support video was criticized for giving the false impression that all visual impairments can be cured, while ignoring fundamental issues like medical accessibility. Employee revelations were also shocking. Several former employees revealed experiences of toxic work environment, verbal abuse and insults, and excessive work intensity. Recently, more serious issues emerged. In 2024, participants in the reality show Beast Games, produced with Amazon, filed a class action lawsuit for unpaid wages, excessive labor, sexual harassment, and wrongful termination. This lawsuit is currently in legal proceedings. Additionally, his frequent collaborator Ava Chris Tyson got caught up in allegations of inappropriate behavior toward minors, grooming. Although external investigation concluded with no charges, this controversy severely damaged the channel's image. He's also been criticized for using racist and homophobic language in early videos, and some videos faced allegations of result manipulation, fairness issues in prize giving, and lack of transparency in participant selection. There's no perfect person in the world, and even people we admire aren't actually extraordinary. What differentiates them from ordinary people isn't ability or effort, it's luck. I don't mean effort is meaningless. Saying their success is luck might seem inappropriate for those who endured long periods of obscurity. But if producer Kim Seok-yoon hadn't given Yoo Jae-suk an opportunity when he was about to quit broadcasting, would today's Yoo Jae-suk exist? If MrBeast had been in his 30s with a wife and child to support instead of having carefree childhood time, could he have invested time and effort in YouTube that wasn't making money and getting no viewer response? They worked hard, but they didn't succeed because of effort. They were lucky, and the reason they had to work hard before luck was that the luck was merely conditional. Conversely, let's look at examples of ordinary people besides Yoo Jae-suk and MrBeast. During COVID, numerous small business owners in Korea took their own lives. Will you say they lacked effort? That they had no skills? They worked 3 jobs, simultaneously barely surviving on 2 hours of sleep a day. Too many of them are skilled people. There was a time when audition programs were hugely popular in Korea. Every TV station aired their own audition programs. At least 10 major singer audition TV programs were running. Watching them, I thought singers were people with outstanding singing ability, and ordinary people were just ordinary people. But countless ordinary people participating in audition programs, even repeat participants, sang better than established singers I knew, and some were eliminated in preliminaries. As AI develops, people who devoted their lives to art feel despair. The art I generate with AI in 10 seconds is far more artistic than someone who gave up everything to focus on art. Success or failure ultimately is determined by luck. Therefore, I think it's healthier to view effort not as something we invest for success, but as an action meaningful in itself. With this mindset, you won't regret failures and won't become arrogant with success. Today, we covered the trials and success stories of Yoo Jae-suk and MrBeast. But what I really want to say is, I hope you don't compare yourself to these hugely successful people. Even if they worked hard, what they enjoy has almost nothing to do with their effort or skill. Haven't you worked hard too? Even if you worked less than them, wouldn't it be fair to enjoy half or even 1/10 of the wealth? Even if you don't work as hard as them, if the world honestly rewarded you according to your effort and skill, I'd guarantee you'd live working at least 1/10 as hard as them. The world might be extremely unfair, but if you can accept that, you become the master of this world. The world isn't made by successful people. It's made by people who know how to be okay. The luck and opportunities successful people have were given by countless people who know how to endure life, who know how to be okay. You are the protagonist of this world.